Operation Whispering Shadows. In the shadowy world of espionage during the height of the Cold War, Agent James Thorn had become something of a legend. Cunning, discreet, and relentless, he navigated the intricate web of secrets and lies that stretched across borders and ideologies. His latest mission was to infiltrate a clandestine meeting in East Berlin, a gathering of key operatives that could shed light on a looming crisis. Armed with nothing but a hidden microphone and a photographic memory, James arrived at the venue, an unassuming cafe, filled with the fragrance of freshly ground coffee and an underlying tension. With a tailored suit and an air of nonchalance, he blended into the crowd, eavesdropping on whispered conversations and covert exchanges. Across the room, a woman's piercing blue eyes caught his attention. Dressed in an elegant red dress, she was both familiar and enigmatic. She was Agent Scarlet, a double agent known for her brilliant tactical mind. They locked eyes briefly, a silent acknowledgement of their shared purpose. Though on opposite sides of the ideological divide, they had a common goal: to prevent a catastrophic event that could plunge the world into chaos. The night wore on, and the discussions grew more heated. James carefully noted the names and faces, piecing together a puzzle that revealed a sinister plot. The meeting adjourned, and the agents dispersed, leaving James with a heavy burden of knowledge. Outside, the Berlin streets were eerily quiet, shrouded in mist and uncertainty. James knew that he was being watched, that every step he took could be his last. He had to act fast, decoding the information and alerting his superiors. As he made his way through dimly lit alleys, he felt a chill run down his spine. A shadow moved, almost imperceptibly, behind him. Someone was following him, a ghostly figure with an air of menace. With a surge of adrenaline, James quickened his pace, his mind racing, his senses heightened. He knew that the game was far from over, that the real battle was just beginning. James's instincts were razor-sharp, and he knew how to lose a tale. Darting through a maze of narrow streets, he finally shook his pursuer and made his way to a safe house. The place was sparse, filled with basic amenities and hidden from prying eyes. He immediately contacted his handler, using a secure line, and relayed the information he had gathered. The pieces were coming together, and the gravity of the situation was becoming clear. A conspiracy was unfolding, one that threatened to destabilize the fragile balance of power. The next morning, James received a message. He was to meet Agent Scarlet. They were to join forces and uncover the truth behind the plot. Despite the inherent danger, James felt a thrill at the prospect of working with someone as skilled and enigmatic as Scarlet. They met at a secret location, a library filled with ancient books and an air of secrecy. Their conversation was brief, filled with code words and subtle gestures. Time was of the essence, and they had to act swiftly. Their investigation led them to hidden documents, encrypted messages, and a trail that wound its way through the dark underbelly of espionage. The clues pointed to a rogue faction within the government, intent on triggering a conflict that could engulf the world. As they delved deeper, the stakes grew higher. They were being hunted, their every move monitored by unseen eyes. A game of cat and mouse ensued, a dance of deception and intrigue that tested their wit and resolve. Finally, they uncovered the evidence they needed, proof that could expose the traitors and foil their plan. But the danger was far from over. They were betrayed, their location revealed, and they found themselves surrounded. In a desperate battle of wits and courage, James and Scarlet fought their way out, leaving behind a trail of destruction and a mystery that went deeper than they had ever imagined. The mission was a success, the crisis averted, but the shadow of doubt lingered. Who had betrayed them? What other secrets lay hidden, waiting to be uncovered? The Cold War was a time of uncertainty and fear, but for agents like James Thorn, it was a battlefield, a place where courage, intelligence, and integrity made the difference between peace and catastrophe.